sarcome. Mélisa est décédée en octobre 2018, à l'âge de 20 ans. 2 years after being diagnosed with synovial sarcoma, Mélisa passed away in October of 2018. Tonight, the GGs celebrate Mélisa and all the joy that she brought to the ice and to her friends and family, and bring attention to the scholarship that has been created in her name. Une bourse d'études a été créée à l'Université d'Ottawa en hommage de notre coéquipière Mélisa pour perpétuer toute la joie qu'elle a apportée sur la patinoire ainsi qu'à ses amis et à sa famille. Tu n'es peut-être plus à nos côtés, mais pour toujours dans nos cœurs. Dans un instant, nous ferons jouer l'hymne national canadien dans le cadre de nos cérémonies d'avant-match, suivi par la reconnaissance des territoires. In a moment, we will play a recording of O Canada as part of our pregame program, followed by the grand acknowledgement. O Canada, we acknowledge.
Hello and welcome to the Minto Sports Complex on a very special night here at the University of Ottawa. Today is the Mélisa Kingsley Memorial Game in remembrance of Mélisa Kingsley. She was recruited to the University of Ottawa in 2016 and very sadly passed away in 2018. We remember her at the University of Ottawa, and in her honor, we have set up a fund to help sponsor the next generation of women's hockey player. So far, before puck drop, very exciting news. We've already reached our goal of $2,300, currently at $2,400. We encourage all of you to donate whatever you can. The link is in the description of the YouTube stream that you are watching now. Declan DeBarp, Brianna Newell, bringing you University of Ottawa hockey. The GGs take on the McGill Martlets here tonight. The GGs 7-6 already have booked their playoff spot. McGill currently sitting top of the RSEQ, though both teams looking to secure their spots in the standings. The GGs and the Montreal Carabins currently tied on points. The McGill Martlets and the Concordia Stingers separated by 1, so a lot still to play for in the dying moments of the season. This the last GG's home game of the season before the playoffs, as the draw is won. McGill starting with the third line here tonight as the GGs start with their top unit. That one rinked in. Minville, the lineup unchanged from the game on Wednesday night when the GGs hosted the Bishop's University Gators at TD Place.
And for both teams here tonight, it's actually a good, almost dry run before the playoffs for them to get them going.
Here's Clavel over the line. She takes a shot. Trisha DeGeer directs that one into the corner. DeGeer 8-3 on the season, a .258 goals against average, and an .899 save percentage. She stops another one. That one a low shot from Elise Fillon. And one dumped down into the zone. GG's keeping the play alive. Good pressure early here from the Garnet and Gray. Kaya Vale holds the line once again. Product of the Northwest Territories dumps it in for Elise Fillon to chase. Gagnon out with Fillon and Todd. No Sophie Garot. She's on the second unit, and no Ariane Aubin. She's down on the third line here, on the fourth line here tonight. Fillon still down behind the play, but here's Jade Downey-Landry. Very dangerous player from Montreal. She shoots, she scores! Not the start the GGs would want. Jade Downey-Landry grabs her 12th goal. The leading goal scorer in the RSEQ opens the season on a silky play.
Yeah, and a play like that early on, first shot on the GGs, it can definitely take your momentum out of the play, definitely take the wind out of your sails a little bit. So super important for the GGs here to just pick back up. You know, it's a tough break, and just go back and get back to their game of forechecking, see if they can get one to counteract that.
It's an excellent play by one of the division's premier players, a real skill play with the toe drag, really against the run of play. But here's Sophie Garot trying to center out in front. Plourde was out in front, played very well in her first game of the season over the weekend. And here's Jade Downey-Landry. Over the line, she cuts into the middle of the ice, dancing around Plourde. She backhands it, only finds a GG. Here's Kaylee Lalonde. That one sent the length as Digier plays it out.
Great job, though, by Lalonde to beat out the icing there.
Garot. Minville on the top unit tonight for the GGs. G's have to be careful not to get caught with too many men, rather. Here's Birkby. Birkby up to Aubin. Ripped on goal. Digier covers it up.
And even though the score doesn't reflect it, I find the GGs have really come out very strong, a nice little hop in their step, so to speak. So as long as they're keeping the pressure up, you know, it'll come.
The goal goes down as Jade Downey-Landry unassisted, her 12th goal of the season, currently leading the RSEQ. The line has been one of the most productive lines in the whole division this season. Christina Kolitsa and Marika Lebrec both over 10 points. Lebrec, she gets a point here tonight, will go up to 20 points on the season, 5 goals, 14 assists for her. So that one is played out of the zone, and it will come to the far dot. Jardin, Stasiuk, and Desjardins out there for McGill. Here's Kate McLean. And that one is covered up by Trisha DeGeer. Gigi's not going to sit down and accept this one. We've already talked about how important this game is for both teams. McGill needs to win out if they want to hold first place, come back and play the University of Ottawa in a best 2 of 3 series for the playoffs. The GG's looking to jump up into third place and possibly play the Concordia Stingers, or if they beat the Martlets here tonight, it might be the Martlets they play regardless. So that one is ringed around. Missed by DeGeer. McLean centers it. McMillan out in front. She can't bury it. Centers it once again. Kaya Vale had pinched down from the point. She's back on it now. Vale low shot on net. It takes a couple of deflections. Comes out to Christine Daudelin. Daudelin wearing that yellow tape in honor of Mélisa Kingsley, as we've mentioned. Daudelin and Kingsley had played together in 2016-17. No, she didn't. I thought Daudelin had started. I'm incorrect there. Daudelin joined the following year, 17-18. So we're going to get our first penalty of the game, a hooking call. And the GGs will head to the power play.
Great opportunity for the GGs here. I mean, you're down a goal, you get a power play. What more could you really ask for, right? And even just the last couple of shifts, so much good pressure that was happening, good chances. Just need to be a little bit quicker on the release. You know, they're receiving the puck, they're looking at the goal a little bit, and then they're deciding to shoot. Has to be a little bit quicker on that. Stasiuk
heads off for a hooking penalty, in the GGs with a good opportunity to tie things up. Minville onto Clavel. Looking to Birkby cross ice. It takes a deflection. Stevens only finds Sophie Garot. Plourde. A lot of trust shown in Plourde by GG's head coach, Chelsea Grills, as that one stays in the zone. Garot down low. Back to the point to Minville. Over to Plourde. Tight box being played by McGill as Clavel directs that one. Finds Plourde. Clavel back to Minville. 30 seconds gone. Minville, low shot, always going wide. Birkby back on it. Good pressure here by the University of Ottawa. Special teams will be very important in this game as it goes back to Minville. She fakes the shot over to Pleward. GGs don't have a one-time option on this power play. Jay Downey-Landry will collect, poked by Minville. Berkby keeps it in.
Good job by Minville there. Otherwise, it would have been a break for Downey-Landry.
Puck goes down low, and GG's looking to change as Downey-Landry bounced Garreau off the puck, and the GGs have an extended 5-on-3 power play. Minute and 1 seconds, the GGs go to the 5-on-3 advantage. Jay Downey-Landry not happy about that one as she heads off, but a clear body check as she heads off to the box. A great opportunity for the University of Ottawa.
Big difference between angling and body checking. That was definitely in the body checking category. So this is something where the GGs really have to capitalize. What a great opportunity.
The first thing they do is win the face-off. Prue, Dodlan, playing quarterback onto Prue. GG still don't have a one-time option. Kaylee Lalonde, goal! Kaylee Lalonde, her second of the season, and we're tied at 1. Good puck movement here by the University of Ottawa as we take a look and doing what she does best. Kaylee Lalonde down in front.
And it was good puck movement between Dodelin as well as Prue that was on the point there to end up with that goal.
GG's tie things up, and they still have a minute and 40 seconds of power play time, exactly what the University of Ottawa need. Here's McMillan. Alyssa McMillan stops up.
Smart play there.
Dodlan, they're set up once again. Power play really working for the University of Ottawa tonight. Dodlan winds up, takes a shot, blockered away by DeGear. McMillan down low, misses Pleward. Sorry, that was Elise Fillon down low. Prue, Fillon. Looks up, finds Lalonde, the goal scorer. She has it poked off her stick and sent the length of the ice. They're going to say high stick here for the University of Ottawa as the book's out to play it. We'll get a whistle.
That was a nice play, though, by Desjardins to be aggressive on the PK and not giving you Ottawa any room at all, right? She was able to poke that puck away, not only that, and then send it right down the ice. Great play by her.
And that's been a problem so far in this game for McGill. On the power play, they've been very passive, sitting a little bit deep in their tight box and not letting the GGs as the faceoff is scrambled behind the net. Here's Berkby. If she looks up, she has Clavel streaking away. She'll take it up herself. Two Martlets collide in on her, but Berkby's still on it. She has Pleward out in front.
Great
Can't
hustle
center
there.
it. The great play by the Martlet. I didn't quite catch which one it was. It was Jardin who broke up that play as it's sent back to the point, but kept in by Minville. Minville really showing a mature head on her shoulders, the rookie for the University of Ottawa. GG's win it back. Here's Pleward.
Definitely playing with a lot of calm and confidence, and that's what you need on the point there, especially in this time of the season.
Here's Minville. Minville winds up. That one just into the other corner. I think it was purposefully wide. You'd hope it was purposefully wide. Miscommunication there, but Minville will keep it in. She'll backhand it to Kastelik, who will get the puck down the ice. That'll do it for the second power play for the University of Ottawa, but we're back tied at 1. 13 minutes left to go in the first period. The GGs have come to play tonight. They're showing up at the right time. And here's Todd. That one bounces off her stick. She spins up. Jay Todd into the zone. She'll find Gagnon. Sophie Gagnon had the puck poked off her stick. It was Olivia Pridham who was able to poke it off her stick. McCallum on it now for the Martlets. GG's bringing the pressure down low, but McCallum twists and turns and finds her way. She appears ahead of her, trying to find her, and she finally does. Piers looks up, trying to find an on-streaking
It was a great back-checking play by Jade Todd to take up that McGill player who was heading towards the net. Good job by her.
It was Rhea Stevens who was headed to the net for McGill as McCallum centers it. Pridham, she'll look up and just fire it on net, hoping for a deflection. Rather, it's blocked. McCallum down low. Kastelik spinning. Nice little move to the backhand. She can't quite bring it through. There's Rankin, Katie Rankin. Find its way to Christine Dodlan. She'll look up, find a face full of Kalitsa, and just send it up into the rafters. Not really the first offensive zone shift for McGill so far in this one. Flat start but out comes the big line.
Yeah, flat start, but also they've had good speed. It's just that the GGs really did such a great job during the first few minutes of this period to contain them in their zone and really put the pressure on them to not allow them into the GG zone, honestly.
Kalica alone in front. She'll deflect it in. The top line strikes again, and McGill lead once again.
Yeah, that one, it just seemed like it squeaked by. Just trying to get the replay here to see exactly what happened.
That one deflected in front, and you feel bad for Orly DeBook, but I think that's one she'll want back.
Yeah.
Christina Kalica got the last touch on it. The big line still out there for McGill. Here's Kalica once again. She's knocked down, and the GGs are going to head to the penalty kill rather for the first time tonight. I want to clear an obvious penalty, and you don't want to give this unit too many opportunities. We've already talked about the big line. They'll stay out there. McGill almost 40% this season on the power play.
Yeah, so blocking shots is going to be important. Getting the sticks in lanes is going to be super important. You know, being aggressive, not giving them any room.
That one fired on net. DeBook can't freeze it. Kalica back on it. Kalica trying to center. It'll take a bounce and head out for the University of Ottawa.
That was a good example of a good stick by Sophie Garreau, just making sure that her stick is in the lane there. Make it hard for McGill.
In a situation like this, you playing with fire if you're a little bit too aggressive, or is that something you have to do as the Martlets are into the zone? Jade Downey-Landry circling. She'll find Stephanie Desjardins. Go back to the veteran, Elizabeth Moura. Moura skates it down low. She's closed off by Krasinski. Lebrec. Downey-Landry as the puck bounce off her stick. Kalica just keeps it in. No, she doesn't. That one's offside.
Out. And again, I think there's a fine line of being too aggressive and being too passive. You want that right balance, right? So you're making sure that you're not giving them any room, but making sure at the same time you're not overextending yourselves if you're the GG's PKers.
So Marika Lebrec hits 20 points this season. She gets the primary assist on the goal scored by Christina Kalica. The other assist going to Lydia McClellan, her 4th of the season. Here's Kastelek. She fires it. Or rather, that was McMillan trying to block it. Down low, here's Prue. Leaves the puck for Jamie McDonald, another one of those rookies for the University of Ottawa. McDonald back on it. She can't clear it. That one finds McLean, and she'll get it out to center. She whiffed on that one. I don't think as hard as she would have wanted it.
No, definitely a rolling puck there. She probably wanted to send it a little bit farther.
Here's Kastelek. That one up in the air. Jardin didn't know where it was, and Rankin will have to circle back. 30 seconds left to go. In the power play, Rankin, she gains the zone. The GGs were completing a change. Harassed by Todd. Rankin looks up. She'll find Olivia Pridham. Rifled on net. It's blocked on its way. Here's Harley. Looks up. She takes her time. Looks up, trying to find Campbell in front. It rolls off her stick and hacked at it. Not at the angle that I think Kate McLean would have wanted. But as I say that, Taylor Scott steps out of the box, and we're back to 5-on-5 hockey.
And I know McLean is looking pretty tired out there. It's been a long shift, but that's where that mental toughness really does have to come in. You're on a PK. You have to make sure that that puck gets down the ice and out of your zone.
This time she got the power, just not the angle. This puck's still in the University of Ottawa zone as Fillon blind pass to Jade Todd. 1 goal on the season for Todd. She gets by. She's taken down. Misses. The arms stay down.
Wow.
Nothing coming. That was a great burst of speed and an even better pass there from Elise Fillon. Harley.
Great play by both.
Through center. Harley over the line. It's a good job of muscling it down low. Harley still looking for her first point of the season. Kastelek can't keep it in. Hand pass from the referee. Vandenen played it.
Still very surprised that there was no call on that almost breakaway by Jade Todd. I thought for sure there was going to be something coming to McGill there.
As we get a call out from our PA announcer about the Michaela Kingsley Memorial Scholarship, I'd just once again like to direct all of you to give what you can. The current donation over our goal of $2,300. We're currently sitting on $2,400, but we'd love what a shot by Jade Downey Landry. Just before I finish that call, $2,400 in the Mélisa Kingsley Memorial Scholarship Fund. But
that was an
my
absolutely
Lord, what a
beautiful
shot.
play. And you know what? It wasn't even just a shot. It was the timing and then the pass by Marika Lebrec that made it possible to have that spacing for Downey Landry to come in, pick it up, and just rifle it in the top shelf. Like, honestly, textbook play by both them, and you can see the chemistry between them for sure.
There's some goals you don't have words for, and that's one of them.
Yeah.
What a shot.
Wow. I'm speechless almost. It never happens. No, that was beautiful.
Jade Downey Landry, her second goal of the season, an absolute rocket. We're going to take a look at the Jade Todd partial break. So I don't quite know.
It's quite a good slash they got on there, but, you know, is what it is.
Premier shooter in this division, Jade Downey Landry, 13 goals for her on the season.
Wow.
2 on the night. My Lord, what a shot.
It was very nice.
Kalitsa's Kalitsa's second point of the night, her 9th assist on the season, the other one going to Kastelic, her 6th assist. Here come McGill once again. They've got their feet under them now as heavy collision into the boards as GGs are going to head to the power play. I didn't quite catch who went down. I
think it was Vale.
Kaya Vale who was
I didn't see that.
Tackled into the boards. And the GGs will be off to the power play. 1 for 2 on the night. Just trying to grab a number. Cassidy Stasiuk is the player who is headed off to the box. 2 minutes for holding. The GGs will have their third power play opportunity of the night. Pierce knocks Prue off the ice, and you can hear what that means to the McGill bench. Buy some time for her team to set up. The GGs looking good on the power play tonight. So that one's played across the face of goal. And Dodland will have to circle back. Having some time getting out of their own zone. Closed down quickly, an opportunity the other way. Here's Piers, one-on-one with Dodland. She rips it, Dodland blocked it. Here's Dodland. Up to Phil Yon, over the line. Stops up. The team's completing a change. Here's Kaylee Lalonde, the goal scorer for the University of Ottawa. On to Pleward, rather. Back to Lalonde. Can't control it. She'll fight it to Birkby. Pleward all alone in front. Birkby went for the shot. High and wide. Here's Gatto. Nice spinorama there by Birkby to give herself some time, but it rolls off her stick. Closed down quickly by Mackenzie McCallum. GG's forced out of the zone. Here's Minville. Minville still looking for her first goal of the season. Will turn that one over. Sent down deep. 40 seconds left to go on the power play.
And GG's on his power play really haven't had any sustained pressure or even set up in the McGill zone. They've done a really great job of killing off this penalty with really no great chances from the GGs.
And it's just been individual mistakes like that one there from Pleward. The puck just rolled under her stick as DeBook comes out to play it in every moment as Megan Harley was hot on pursuit as that one touched up. Dodland racing in. She can't control the puck, sent behind her goal by Trisha DeGear. GG's changing once again. 5 seconds left, and as this puck is carried out by Mia Vananen.
And it was a good pinch by Vale to try to keep it in, but again, she's by herself. All the GGs are changing.
Here's Dodland. She fans on that one. Downey Landry rips it high and wide. Kalitsa. Downey Landry already, to borrow a term from soccer, on a brace. 2 sensational goals this year. Kalitsa centered out in front. Moura got her stick on it. I think that one was meant for Marika Lebrec, who's on it now. Lebrec, 20 points on the season tonight with her assist on the Kalitsa goal. Lebrec spins, just gets it to Moura. Cross ice back to Lebrec. She'll wait for this one. Downey Landry rips it just wide. Here's Kalitsa. Downey Landry. Back to Mura. It's like a power play for McGill.
And you can tell the GG unit are exhausted. Been out there for a long time.
Especially Vale and Dodlan, who've been out there for a minute plus. Downey Landry out in front. Kalitsa couldn't get her stick on it. Here's Fillion. Here's Gagnon as everyone else heads off to the bench. Gagnon, nice little toe drag. Headed to the net. Oh, Lord, she just missed that one.
Nice individualistic effort by Gagnon. You know what? She's been having a great game so far. Just all over the ice. It's great. Great to see.
Marianne Gagnon, 3 goals on the season. That one, I don't know if it broke for her, but it was a great individual play, as you mentioned. Just create some time, give the GGs an opportunity for a change. She almost potted one.
I was going to say, she almost scored on top of all that, too.
That's Piers. She'll dipsy doodle past one and send it cross ice to Lebrec. It seems like these players from McGill are never off. She'll give Prue a nice little cross check. It's back with Taylor Scott. That one just hacked up ice as here's McCallum over the line for McGill. Patient, she'll leave it for Piers, not in her wheelhouse. Sent on net. Finds McCallum, center, kick save by DeBook. Here's Aubin. A lot of action here in the first period. Just under 5 minutes to go as that one takes a bounce. It almost fell for Alex Clavel. McDonald up to Clavel. She looks up and sees a face full of Stevens. Here's Pridham, harassed behind her net by McLean.
Good pressure there by McLean for sure.
And that's the player that she's been for the University
Very gritty,
of Ottawa.
hardworking.
I think the word that you're looking for is tenacious.
Yep, that's a good one.
She's got a hunger for the puck. As it's poked up by McMillan, another tenacious player out there. McMillan into the corner.
The whole line really, I think, is just tenacious, to steal that word from you.
You know, it's a grit line with a lot of skill out there for the University of Ottawa. So that one eludes Harley. It's not going to have the legs for icing. Yes, it is. It was a real, big air quotes, hard skate back there from Michaela Krasinski. A tired unit out there for McGill.
Yep.
And the GG's top unit, Pleward, Gatto, and Lalonde out there.
And like you mentioned, right, it's a tired unit for McGill. So if you're the GGs, take advantage of that, capitalize, make them skate, cycle, get some shots on net, right? Make them work for it and make them make mistakes.
GG's down by 2, 3 minutes, 14 seconds to go. Back to the point. The GGs win it, and then they'll keep it in the zone. Gatto trying to center for Pleward. She's out in front. Puck comes out to Sophie Gatto. Ringed around the boards. McClellan looks up. Sees she has some time. Circles back around. Can't control it. Attentive goalkeeping there by DeGear. Poked it out, or Pleward would have had a golden opportunity. Harley just gets the puck out of the zone. Vital touch by Campbell, and keeper will head off the ice. McGill can't complete a full change. Here's Vale. Send it back down. Kastelik on it now. The GGs will make a change of their own. Up to Campbell. She touches it. GGs almost got caught for too many. Gagnon, nice little bit of skill. Dipsy doodle. She'll dump it down to Chase. Mura's not going to beat her there, but the puck rolls off Gagnon's stick. Jardin will collect it. The assistant captain for McGill takes a hack there from Jade Todd. Prue, great individual play to make sure that puck doesn't enter the zone, and hacked out. The 2-on-1 developing for the University of Ottawa. Fillion is harassed the whole way back by Mura. Very mature play there to make sure she didn't get the penalty, but disrupt Fillion. She'll go in and chase as this one is just ringed to the other corner by Stevens. That one.
Good hustle by Birkby, though, to get there first and make sure it gets out of the zone.
Finds its way as Aubin is knocked off the puck. McGill not afraid to play physical here, as we're almost into the last minute of the first period.
And that's what they've always been known for as well, a little bit more of a physical team.
Definitely a team powered by their skill, but not one who's afraid to get physical. I think the perfect player to point that out is the one on the ice right now, and Jay Downey Landry. But here's Birkby back the other way, pushes it past Stevens. Stevens hip checks her. GG's head off to the power play. The saving grace for McGill. It'll be bisected by the intermission.
Yeah, that was definitely an interference call there. Completely moved out of the lane and took the body on the GG player. So again, another opportunity for the GGs. Now, how many are we at? About 4? 4 power plays?
4 power plays on the night. The GG's 1 for 3.
Yeah.
Rhea Stevens heads off to the box for body contact. This one will be a crucial one for the University of Ottawa. They'll want to get set up early. They'll lose the draw. Whiffed on it by Pearson. Daudelain can't keep it in. That's one she'll be frustrated about. Just too much mustard on it.
Ooh.
Dubuc just passed it to Rankin, but isn't going to pay the price for it as here's Daudelain. Miscommunication between Peru and Daudelain, and back the other way, a 2-on-2. Closed off a very attentive play there by McMillan. It's not what the GGs want on this power play opportunity. 38 seconds as Kaylee Lalonde breaks over the blue line. Lalonde circles up and funny bounce, but Daudelain will keep it in. On to Plourde. Plourde down low. McMillan. Centered! Kick save. Plourde on it now. She can't control it.
No, but good patience shown there.
Back to Lalonde. She'll just center that puck with 20 seconds left to go. That puck goes down the ice, and GGs will look to just kill this period off. It's looking like no urgency. 7 seconds left to go. That'll do it for the first period. 3-1 the score in this one. A red-hot start for the GGs, but it was quieted down by a goal from Jade Downey-Landry. They'd answer back right away. But then 2 more goals added by McGill, including 2 from Jade Downey-Landry, including that sensational shot.
Very nice.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a few minutes' time to talk this one over. From Jacqueline DeBarb and Brianna Newell, don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the Minto Sports Complex. Declan DeBarb and Brianna Newell. On a night of celebration, tonight we celebrate Mélisa Kingsley, the player who was unfortunately taken from us too early. Kingsley passed away in 2018 after spending 1 year with the GG. She featured in 2 games. Just a really special person from everything that we heard. Unfortunately, neither of us got to know Mélisa all that well, but from everything that we've heard from coaches and players who've played with her, she was an incredibly important person to all of them and one who is sorely missed. But tonight we're focusing on her legacy, and that is the scholarship that has been set up in her name, the Mélisa Kingsley Memorial Scholarship. So far, we've already beaten our goal of $2,300, so a big thank you to everyone who has donated. And if you still want to throw in, we really urge you to donate everything that you can. We're currently sitting on $2,400, but we'd love to get that as high as we can. During warm-up, the GGs remembered Kingsley donning yellow stick tape, as we've seen throughout the game, but in warm-up they wore yellow jerseys, as we can see, emblazoned with Kingsley's number 23. So just a really touching memorial here from the University of Ottawa. But Brianna, can you talk to me about what a scholarship like the one set up in Mélisa's name does for the next generation of players, and what that support means to a young girl coming up through the ranks and looking to pursue hockey at the university level?
Yeah, honestly, like there's no words for it. They're completely invaluable. Like, you can't put a price on the scholarships that the school provides, that the girls are able to get. I mean, university is expensive. We all know this. Books, tuition, everything's expensive. So any little bit that can help those girls that are coming up, it gives them the opportunity to pursue those dreams, pursue those opportunities that are provided to them. And we spoke about legacy, right? You know, the people that are fortunate enough to get the benefits from this fund are the people that really exhibit those characteristics that Mel so greatly also did throughout her time with us. So I don't even have words. I'm speechless from it. What the girls have done for this fund to remember Mel and all that she represented. She lives on through this fund, and this is her legacy, which is truly amazing. And it goes towards helping those girls coming up, going to university, studying and playing at the same time, and having that great experience that she didn't get to fully experience herself.
And what would a scholarship like this mean to you, and what would you say to someone who's teetering on the edge of giving some of their hard-earned money to such a wonderful and great cause?
A, amazing cause, honestly. B, every little bit counts. I know we've all been rocked by the situations that have happened. We have had COVID over the last couple of years. We've had this occupation that has happened. So many things that are affecting. Whether it's $5 or $100, or the amount does not matter. It's really the thoughtfulness behind what you're able to give, because everyone's situation is different. But just know that every little bit that you are giving towards this fund, it's helping that next generation of players. It's going towards furthering Mélisa's legacy, quite honestly, is what I would say.
And legacy is something that so few of us get, and cancer is something that touches all of us. So please, we really do urge you to give whatever you can and just take part in such a special night here at the University of Ottawa. Mélisa Kingsley, and her passing is one of those moments that make us realize that this is truly just a game, and we're lucky to take part, but there's things outside factors that really impact us. So please, do whatever you can. Please give to this. As I mentioned, we're already over our goal, but please help us smash this record. It's a great cause, and something that I can't urge you enough to do. For Declan DeBar, Brianna Newell, we'll be back in about 8 minutes' time for second period action on a somber night, but a night of celebration. Welcome back to second period action here at the Minto Sports Complex. The GG start this second period with about 50 seconds of power play time. It finds Lalonde in front. She rips it. She scores! Kaylee Lalonde, her second goal of the game, her third of the season, and the GGs pull it back to 1.
Wow, and what a great pass too. I think that was from Prue from what I see. She really just found the lane, found Lalonde right in the slot there, and great release. And that's exactly what you need. Coming into the second period, after the first period that you had, this is how you want to start if you're the GGs. That's awesome.
It's GG's 2 for 4 on the night, and what a shot. 2 goals for Kylie Lalonde. Sensational, and she just looked Trisha DeGear dead in the eye and beat her high over the glove side.
But again, though, great heads-up play by Prue, right? Got her head up, saw the open player, didn't force it, and it was a great play. Good heads-up play.
Before I even have time to intro the period, the GGs are back. It's back to a 1-goal hockey game. This GGs team has so much fight in them, and especially taking on nationally ranked competition.
Yep, they are not giving up. They're in it to win it here tonight. Nice play by McMillan to make sure it got down deep there before changing.
Prue and Fillon get the assists on the play. It's Prue's 6th assist of the season and Fillon's 5th assist of the season. The GGs start the period off on the right way. So that one is frozen up by Trisha DeGear.
I hadn't even finished writing one note, already scored. Definitely a good start, and they caught McGill off guard. A little bit flat here in the second period. I bet McGill is definitely not happy about the start, but GG's probably super happy.
GGs have started both periods very well.
Yep, very strong. So now the opportunity really is to just continue that momentum and see if you can build off
Here's
it.
Todd. It's deflected in front, but it never makes its way through to goal. That one sent the length of the ice. Icing called, but it's beaten out there. Stasiuk put her head down and chased after that one. That one behind Sophie Gagnon, or Ariane Gagnon, rather. Stodlin takes down Jardin. Nothing coming. As nice little bit of
Gagnon, actually.
Nice little bit of edge work there by McDonald. She looks up, can't find Todd. The arm is up, and that one blown for icing, even though Gagnon would have gotten there first.
And
it's coming back down the
calls. But no, Gagnon actually made a really nice play here and angled off the Martlet player. I couldn't quite catch who it was, but it gave time for her defenseman to go and collect the puck.
Fillon, Gagnon, and Todd out there for the University of Ottawa on a little bit of a long shift. The big line for McGill comes out. Gagnon, nice touch pass to Fillon, who'll move it up to Jade Todd. That puck died on the boards. Todd will send it down. Fillon will soldier on as her line mates head off for a change. Scott off the ice. She'll lift the stick of Marika Lebrec. And Aubin loses the puck, and so did Lebrec. Lebrec carries it over the line. Kolitsa over the net. It's a good shot there by Christina Kolitsa. Kolitsa 1 goal on the night as that one is up and out. Birkby makes sure of that, and Kolitsa back on it now for McGill. She fires it to Jade Downey Landry. Tries to shift past Krasinski. Can't do so, but the puck goes down deep. Puck over to Aubin. She can't control it. McClellan. Downey Landry. Deflected on its way by Kolitsa. Never made its way through. Here's Scott. Scott just rings it off the boards. Icing waved off as they'll say it took a touch. To gear out to play. Aubin in there harassing Kastelik. Was forced to turn back. Out in front of her own net. A risky play. She makes it. Lebrec to the backhand. Harassed by Clavel. Clavel takes down Lebrec. It's out in front. McLean on the wrong-handedness, but she wins it back. Tenacious player. Dipsy Doodles past one. Down below. She tries to center. It takes a couple of deflections. Jade Downey Landry on it now. She'll be able to carry it out to center. Closed down by Dodland. She'll chip it up to Harley. She goes to the net. Downey Landry, the pass taken away. Harley shoots. Equal to it is Dubuc. That one out to center. Icing waved off as Elizabeth Moore will go back and collect. Fast-paced start to the second period. 4 minutes gone already. Turning back is Mura. On to Keeper. A miscommunication there by Keeper and Campbell as GG's harass the Martlets. No one really wants to take control of the puck here as Sovigato passes it to Campbell, who will finally establish control, bring it over, but the GG's chip it out. 2-on-1 the other way. Kastelik was headed off for a change. It's Plewart. Stares down to Gear, rings it off the post. She had Kylie Lalonde with her. Chose to go for the shot.
Yeah, the Martlet defenseman did a good job of really staying in the middle and taking that pass away. So I think it was the right play by Plewart just to go and take that shot.
And you could almost see the nervousness in her eyes that she made the wrong call as that one deflected, sent on net by Lalonde. GG's will try and complete a change here. As it's up to Mura, who skates over center and dumps that one down. Close call, but arms stay down. Minville looks up, finds Fillon, who will touch it into the zone for Gagnon. These two reconnected tonight after playing the weekend game apart. There's McCallum rather, who chips it down low. Krasinski will get there first, but harassed by 2 red shirts. Soccered on, but one cleanly by the GGs. Gagnon loses it in her own feet. She looks up, tries to go cross ice, dangerous play. Rankin back on it. Rankin takes a bump, directed goalwards, and Dubuc will angle it behind. Fillon on to Todd, who's used a little bit of nifty footwork to get out of a tight box. Gagnon will touch it out to center, and for a moment of reprieve, the GGs have been out there for quite some time as Fillon heads off and sent on to Downey Landry. Smooth puck played between her legs. She's forced down into the corner, closed off by Krasinski. Downey Landry hovering at the top of the slot, one of her favorite spots, and we saw her take excellent play. Here's Lebrec. Downey Landry blockered aside
Nice
by Dubuc. No one quite knew where that one was. GG's can't clear. Vananen spins and fires. Downey Landry sends it even further. Krasinski chips it off the boards. That one arms up for icing. We'll have to do it again. The GGs couldn't get a change.
And it is a tired unit out there for the GGs.
Jay Todd has been out there for an awfully long time.
And I think the defensive pairing of Minville and Krasinski have been out there even longer. So important for the GGs to just get control of the puck, high and hard off the glass, but not enough to get an icing so that they can go and change.
That one won by McGill. Kalitsa tried to deflect it on goal. Mura, good hockey IQ to keep that one in. Kalitsa down to Lebrec. Has Downey Landry out front, but it's blocked by Todd, and Gagnon gets it out, but not deep enough for the GGs to change. The 2-2 will head off. Jumping off the ice was Scott. Almost got caught for too many. Nervy moments at the GG's bench, but it's back to Krasinski. Krasinski looks up and touched on by McMillan, but it'll go on net either way. One-touch hockey, dangerous play. Here's Aubin, fresh off the bench. Trying to direct a goalward. Good stick play there by Mura. McMillan can't control it, and Lebrec, who has also been out there for a long time, knocked down. Arms come up, and the GG's will head to the penalty kill. Puck's still live. No GG has touched it. It's Downey Landry on it now. DeGear had a tough time getting to the bench. So it's chipped up. Downey Landry on it now. Poked off the puck. GG still can't control it. So some extra power play time here for McGill. Jardin, head full of steam through center. Leaves it for Kalitsa. Back down to Jardin. She still haven't touched it, and as McMillan collects it, well, the Martlets will head to the power play. We have a quick replay of this here. The incident is, I think it's a little bit of a soft call. I think that Lebrec,
yeah.
I think that Lebrec went to the store and bought that one.
There was a little bit of embellishment there, I would say personally, but
nonetheless,
we're not on the ice calling the shot, so to speak. So.
Nonetheless, the Martlets head out to their second unit, right across. I thought that one went in. Rankin missed the net. GG without their stick. I didn't catch who it was. It's Jamie McDonald. Momentarily 3.5 on 5 as McDonald heads over and picks up her stick. As the GG's cleared that one down the ice. Here's Rankin. Cross ice pass. Here's Jardin. Winds up, fires over the nets. Rankin will keep this one in, and diving play there by Birkby, gets it out. Here's McCallum taking her time. Easy path to the center of the ice. It's blocked on its way, though. As McDonald finds it, Prue rather finds it, and rings it down the boards.
And I think it was Prue who made that good defensive play as well to just step up and put her stick there. It was a great play.
Here's McCallum. She'll take a look up and find Kolica. In all alone, she's closed down by Daudelain. Great aggressive play there by Daudelain, and the GGs can't quite get it out, though. Kolica on it now. Birkby spins, fires off the boards, hits an official. Downey Landry has the puck poked off her stick, and on the third time of asking, the GGs have cleared the zone. Not down far enough. 40 seconds left to go in the penalty to Taylor Scott. Nice as Daudelain will get that one out as Birkby's muscled down. Arms stay down. 20 seconds left to go in the Taylor Scott body checking call. Downey Landry up to Lebrec. Fast-paced hockey here. McGill and Ottawa treating us tonight. Finds McMillan. McMillan shoots wide. That's one you have to test the goaltender for, but she'll draw a power play. Didn't quite catch who's headed to the box.
I think it's Downey Landry.
Downey Landry heads to the box for a cross-checking call. It's McMillan, who had the opportunity, also played with Mélisa Kingsley in 2017. So the GGs head to the power play in 8 seconds. So the GG scored on their most recent power play. They're 2 for 4 on the night. This the fifth power play opportunity. So in 8 seconds, Taylor Scott will jump out of the box and we'll get another GG on the ice. McGill won it. Chipped down the ice as Campbell muscles it past Daudelain. Scott out of the box, so the GG's on a 5-on-4 power play here. Daudelain going to take her time with this one. Cross ice pass to McLean. Through center, McLean rips it. Blocker to side by DeGear. Prue, down low to McLean. Finds Fillon. Fillon going to take her time with this one. McMillan, one hack at it. Puck still loose in front. It finds its way to the corner. Bad luck there for the GGs. Here's McLean. Down to McMillan. McLean will head off. GG's completing a change. McMillan trying to spin and fire. Daudelain not ready for that one. Minute elapsed here in the University of Ottawa power play. Here's Pleward. Daudelain. Pleward. Going to take her time with this one. Daudelain fires through a crowd.
Nice
deflected
shot
wide in front. DeGear not ready. It's behind her. She doesn't know where the puck is.
God, it was
no
right there.
GG there to take advantage. Lalonde stops. There's 2 power play goals on the night, does Kylie Lalonde. Back to the point for Minville. 30 seconds to go. Minville. Pleward down low. Not enough mustard on that one. Minville, 20 seconds to go. Minville fires. That one always going wide. McMillan will pinch. That one loose.
Oh, my God.
That was Fillon who tried to spin and fire. Couldn't direct it goalwards. DeGear pokes it off the stick of Lalonde. And down the ice by Megan Harley. That'll do it for the power play. Great power play for the GGs. Had everything but a goal.
Great power play by the GGs. Great puck movement. Good patience shown by Minville as well, quarterbacking that union. And I'm not going to lie, that was a great stop by DeGear.
She had a great power play.
It was a great couple stops, actually, I should say.
Had everything but that puck that was sitting in behind her. And on that opportunity, the GGs couldn't capitalize. Those are the opportunities you need to take advantage of as back come McGill. It's a 2-on-1. Great pass by Piers, just eludes McCallum. That one's centered, poked behind the net by Daudelain. She spins. Just the correction on something I said in the first period. Daudelain played with Mélisa Kingsley in 2017-18, not 2016-17. Kastelik fires it into the midsection of Emma Piers. So GG's try and get back the other way. It's been a heart-stopping couple of minutes here at the Minto Sports Complex. You know, if these are the two teams that end up playing each other's, Piers rips that one blocked by Prue. I think we're going to have a good series for ourselves. These two teams met each other in the last season. A hack taken by Clavel.
It seems like almost every year the GGs and the Martlets face each other, and it's always a good, entertaining, good, fast-paced series with both of them.
Kate McLean can't get past 2 Martlets, and more likely than not, it will be these 2 teams. If the University of Ottawa beat McGill tonight, they'll move up into 3rd, and McGill will most likely move down into 3rd, as Concordia only have the Ravens and the Bishops to play, and I'd put money on them winning both of those games as Kolita tries to deflect it through. Vananen fires on net. It's blocked by Kolitsa. McMillan settles on to the loose puck. She'll move it on to McDonald.
Good patience there shown by McDonald, and a great escape that she used.
She just gets it out. Vananen looks up, finds Marika Lebrec. She has Jade Downey-Landry outside of her. She elects to go to Kolitsa. Back to Vananen. All alone at the point. Nice move then. A little bit. She tried to rush her shot there. Downey-Landry back on it. She tries to center it. Blocked by Kylie Lalonde. Lalonde carries it through center. And she'll get that one past Vananen and deep. Kolitsa out there. She looks up and finds Lebrec. Great pass. Krasinski almost stumbles. Lebrec can't get it past, and here's Gagnon, fresh off the bench. Up to Lalonde. Glove down by Stevens, who's harassed by Lalonde at the end of a shift. She can't get Stevens rather gets it out and will soccer it down into the GG zone. She blocked that one. A great play by her. She's had a good couple of minutes. Pridham rifles it off a GG. That one chipped out only as far as Stevens. I've said her name quite a bit on this shift, who sends it in. Stasiuk taken down by Krasinski. They'll say it's a fair physical battle as Gagnon touches it back. Gagnon on it once again, but only can get it as far as Pridham, who holds the line. Minville frustrating there as she'll take another penalty. GG's might be lucky not to get called for 2 on this play as Krasinski went down. I didn't catch who she took down. It's a tripping call. We'll see if they grab Krasinski.
Oh, got a little bit of a scuffle down there too.
So with 5 minutes to go in the second period, GG's will go off to the power play. It's only Minville who they grab. They almost grabbed Krasinski on a tripping call. I think one that they let the University of Ottawa get away with there down in the corner in McGill. We're 0 for on the night. We'll go to their 3rd power play.
And for the GGs, this is a big kill. You know, you've worked hard to close that gap in the scoring. You don't want to have it extended again. So big kill for them. And for McGill, it's an opportunity to extend their lead that they have.
Downey-Landry, she rips it. It hits a body on the way through. She's the player you want to watch out for. 2 goals on the night, looking for her hat trick. Sorry.
Okay. And so knowing that, though, GG's need to make sure that they put even more pressure on her. Don't let her get that shot off. Don't let her have the time to dipsy-doodle the way that she wants to.
Down low to Jade Downey-Landry. Centers can't connect with Lebrec. Kolitsa, good body work there. She's not the biggest player, but she's able to move it on to Jade Downey-Landry. She's closed down quickly by Prue. Cross-ice pass. Kolitsa fanned on it. One she'll want back. Great pass by Jade Downey-Landry. Shifts in. Great to see from Jade Downey-Landry here. She has the yellow stick tape on tonight. She's able to get into the zone. Lebrec. Here's Moura. Moura, acres of space, rifles going wide. On to Lebrec. Fakes the shot, down low to Downey-Landry. Tried to feed her back. It finds its way to Moura. 50 seconds left to go in the power play opportunity for McGill. Downey-Landry circling a group of Sharks out there for McGill. Taking her time with it. She cuts to the net. Puck poked off her stick. It's still loose out in front. Scramble only as far as Moura. Great shift here for McGill. 35 seconds left to go. Down low to Rankin rather. Taking her time with this one. She'll leave it the net off its moorings. The GGs get a much-needed breather. I get a much-needed breather as well. All kinds of action here. 26 seconds left to go in the Minville call. I don't know if DeBook knocked that one off herself. little bit of sneaky play by the goaltender, but it's been a great power play as the second unit comes out for McGill. Brzezinski whacks at that one, but she can't connect with it. Rankin back on it. Stops up, harassed by McMillan. Looks up, finds Kastelik. Kastelik through a body.
It was a nice block. Good job by McMillan to get out there, and that's what the GGs need to do. Getting out, blocking those shots, not allowing them on net.
Clavel dumps that one down, and probably McGill's best power play, but they don't connect. And I think that's what's most important for the University of Ottawa. And it was a lengthy shift there for the top unit for McGill. A lot of movement there, so we might not see them for some time. That one down the ice.
No, it was definitely a lot of good cycling that was going on there.
So McGill caught with one defender onto the ice. Lone defender is Olivia Pridham. Sorry, Kastelik is out there as well. So mixed pairings here for McGill, but they do have two defenders out there. I thought they might have got caught on the power play for just a moment. But here's Birkby trying to carry it over the line. It's poked off her stick by Rankin. She's having a good game for herself for McGill. Taylor Scott
It's a nifty play there.
spins and gets that one down low. Onto the puck again is Scott, but Rankin looks up and finds Pridham. Pridham dumps that one down deep. It's collected by Jamie McDonald. McGill was changing, but it's turned over to Vananen. Vananen should have looked up. She had 22 Stephanie Keeper all alone in front of the net if she had just been able to connect with her, but Vananen holds the line once again. It's finally poked out, and Taylor Scott will direct that one down on goal. Here's Campbell. Gigi's caught in a bad change. Alban just did enough to delay her. Here's Harley, who throws that one on net, and Orly DeBook will freeze up with 1:52 left to go in the second period.
It was a nice heads-up play by DeGear, noticing that the GGs were changing, and she had one of her teammates up high, almost at the red line, I would say, and just fed her the puck. It's a good play.
Dodlan. The GGs are able to clear through to Jade Todd, who is able to keep the puck from going down for an icing. Mora out to Lebrec. On to Downey Landry, who shifts it past Dodlan, but a sneaky little play from Dodlan to set the pick and make sure number 27 couldn't get past her. That's a veteran move, and here's Filion, 2-on-2. Filion steps over the line. I think she had more time than she thought, but she'll win an offensive zone face-off at the end of the day, and the scrum develops in front. As this is a presumable playoff matchup, and it's starting to feel like a playoff game.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can see between the two teams, right? Again, with the RCQ, you're seeing these teams so often, you start to develop a little bit of those rivalries as well between players.
Things haven't been quite as physical in the past few games we've seen between these two teams. As this one down low to Pleward, she rips it.
Oh, what?
Off the post, it's in! Pleward, I believe that's her first goal as a GG. What a shot by Pleward.
What a play.
And just like that, the GGs tie it up at 3.
Just going to take a look at the replay here, but way to go, Pleward. That's great.
It hits off the back of DeGear.
I really thought it went in the first time, to be quite honest, but they put it in a second time just for good measure, I guess. But, you know, that's what happens when you keep putting the pressure on. You know, the puck's going to go in eventually. You just got to keep trying. And what a good time to tie it up, too, with only about a minute left to go in this period. This is what the GGs were looking for.
And McGill comes right back and scores.
Maybe not exactly what the GGs are looking for, but hey, great job on McGill. Like, they answered the call, right? They didn't like that goal. They didn't like the GGs tying it up. They go ahead. What do? They go and score.
And we're just going to take a look at the replay, and it's Jay Downey Landry's hat trick. You know, she can do it all. She scored nifty one in the first, then a sensational shot in the second. And this one, just a dirty play down low. It doesn't matter. They all count. Jay Downey Landry, 14 goals on the season and a hat trick here tonight. So we were still talking about Gabrielle Plourd's first goal in the Garnet and Gray, and Jade Downey-Landry a dagger to the heart of the GG's faithful. And things are back to a one-goal hockey game in the favor of the McGill Martlets.
And how that play kind of developed is that, the GG scored. They felt pretty good about tying it up. Maybe they were a little bit flat, but that McGill player went right around GG's defenseman and right to the front of the net. That can't happen.
And there's no sleeping when the McGill big line is out there.
In this league, in the RCQ, there is no taking a night off or even a shift off, and unfortunately that's what happened there.
So they'll give the goal to Marika Lebrecht, though I think that will change in post. I'm working on the assumption that it's a Jade Downey-Landry hat trick. Kalitsa gets the lone assist on the play. So Kalitsa, three-point night for herself, as that'll do it for the second period. We've had 3 periods of action, of action packed down into 2 periods here at the Minto Sports Complex. Don't go anywhere. Brianna and I will be back in just a moment's time for a quick overview of that second period. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the Minto Sports Complex for the second intermission report. Declan DeBarp and Brianna Newell. And before we dive into this, Brianna, I just want to give a huge shout out to Marilyn Johnson for a $1,000 donation to the Mélisa Kingsley Memorial Scholarship Fund from the bottom of our hearts here at the University of Ottawa. Thank you so much. We are at $3,400 now with that sensational donation.
That's
so thank you
amazing.
very much, Marilyn. And we just want to continue to urge you to donate to this fund. But let's talk about that period. It's been an action-packed game here at the Minto Sports Complex. And if this is what the playoffs are going to look like, bring it on. Brianna, let's talk about, though, before we get into playoff implications here, Gabriella Plourde, her first goal for the University of Ottawa. She was buzzing this weekend, and she gets rewarded for it here.
Yeah, honestly, way to go, girl. That's awesome. There's no better feeling than really having your first goal in the Garden and Grey, so enjoy it. That's amazing. And, she worked hard for it, right? We talked about how she came in. It was her first game over with Bishops, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she had her first game there. You're trying to get acclimated to the speed and everything, and then you come and play a game against McGill and you get that goal. That's amazing.
She's been great tonight. She's been great these past two games. And don't forget the nearly 2-month delay between games and debuting. She looks like a lot of energy and something that this University of Ottawa team has needed. But turning our eyes to the red shirts now, the McGill Martlets, that top line has been insane today. We've taken a look at the replay on the most recent goal. We missed it. That came not even 5 seconds after the Plourde goal, but it doesn't look like it was Jade Downey-Landry who got her stick on it. It looked like it might have went off at Gigi. We'll have to take a look at it, and the RSEQ might have to. But either way, Jade Downey-Landry in the big line. They've been the best line in the RSEQ this season. And what have they meant to McGill, and how do they continue to help them to push on and win tonight?
I mean, they're all over the place, honestly. They're cycling. It's like they are communicating telepathically, especially even that really beauty of a goal that Downey-Landry had during the second period, as I mentioned. It was almost like her and Lebrec were speaking mind to mind, saying, okay, yeah, you go there. Okay, I'll drop it for you. It was textbook, picture perfect. You couldn't really get any better than that. Like those three that are playing together, it's really hard to defend against that. It's almost like you have to change your entire game plan of how you've been defending to adjust it to be able to defend against them, because they're on the kind of a different level, to be quite honest. So no, I think for the McGill team, that's kind of your heart right there. That's your beating heart in that line, right? And they show it every time that they're on the ice. It's just unbelievable to watch. It's so fun.
Yeah, they've been sensational, and they've been involved in all 4 of McGill's goals tonight. And let's just finish off here. I know we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves, but the playoffs are right around the corner. They'll be here next week, and it's looking more than likely that this McGill team will face off against this University of Ottawa team. The GGs still are yet to travel to Montreal to take on the Carabins. That game goes on Sunday, and McGill has to see the rest of their season out. They travel to Bishops this weekend to play as well. But if the GGs lose tonight, it's looking unlikely they'll pass Montreal. If the GGs win tonight, it's looking likely that Concordia will pass McGill. So given that it's most likely these two teams are playing against each other, how does that affect your mindset as a player, and how excited are you for these two teams to take on each other? We've been treated to a lot of good games between these two teams this season.
Yeah, it's always a fun game to watch, right? And even this is a great example, okay? It's almost as if they're already in playoff mode, and this is just practice, right? So they're trying to feel each other out because they're thinking, okay, we're probably most likely maybe going to play each other in the playoffs, which wouldn't be abnormal considering the past few years. The matchup is usually with McGill, and it's always been a fun, gritty, just good, hard-fought series. And the mindset is such that every game that you're going out on the ice, you're playing to win, because once you hit playoffs, that's when you want to hit that peak, and it's a different season. It doesn't matter what you did during the regular season, because come playoffs, all you need to do is win those 2 games. That's it.
And then
that
you
is
book
your
your
mindset.
ticket to nationals.
Yeah.
And you book your ticket to nationals.
That's it. That's all you got to do. Just win 2 games. It's treating it like a different season, coming in and knowing that you have confidence in your team, in yourselves, that you're going to come out there and you're going to compete. You're going to put everything on the ice, because after that, it's done. And for some of these players, it is their last opportunity.
And what a year that would be for Chelsea girls. Obviously, it hasn't felt like it, but her first year as University of Ottawa head coach. She obviously missed the season because of COVID, and then the last season we had, she replaced Yannicka Vola in November. So she's given this program new life. She's given this program a new heart, and it's been sensational. Just before we go, once again, I would like to urge you to give whatever you can to the Mélisa Kingsley Memorial Scholarship Fund. It's an incredible cause. Once again, thank you, Marilyn Johnson, from the bottom of our hearts here at the University of Ottawa. Don't go anywhere. There's 6 minutes until third period of action, and I think between you and I, we know you won't. You don't want to miss anything. Declan DeBar, Brianna Newell, don't go anywhere. Welcome back to third period action here at the Minto Sports Complex. Declan DeBarb, Brianna Newell, back in what has been a heart-stopping, entertaining, end-to-end game of hockey. The GG's playing really out of their skins tonight. They've shown up in a way that they've done against McGill all season, and McGill answering right back. Top line out there for McGill. Top line out there for the GG's. Here's Kate McLean. She has Listen McMillan with her. McLean goes all alone. She'll fire at that one going wide. DeGear active goaltending. Pokes that one behind. Kastelik looks up, sees Kalitsa. Kalitsa taps it on to Jade Downey Landry. Leaves it for Kalitsa. Kalitsa over the line. She rips right into the crest of Aurélie Dubuc. Kalitsa goes right in there in true playoff atmosphere just to chase anything down.
And I think she got a nice little tiny whack as a warning from the GG's defenseman at that point, saying, hey, that's close enough there. Go on your way.
Sophie Gareau in to take this face-off that she wins cleanly. Kaya Vale down to Christine Daudelain, but good off the hop there is Mackenzie McCallum for the Martlets. It's back to the point. Stevens, it's a second bite of the cherry, and she's finally able to get it down low. Daudelain. Behind the net now, Emma Pierce. Emma Pierce still on it. Tries to center it, sends it down low behind the net. Kylie Lalonde will be first one there. She can't get it past Stevens. Physical battle ensues along the boards. Comes out to Daudelain. She fans on it. She had Stevens bearing down on her. The GG's can't clear the line. They finally do, and both teams will head off for a change. GG's have started the first and the second period quite brightly. McGill has come out here and been the better team so far here in this second period, but it's still early. We're 2 shifts through it, and as I say that, McGill ices the puck, and a great chance for the GG's to work that cycle. Filion, Todd, and Gagnon out there with McDonald and Prue. It's won by McGill, but Gagnon wins the puck back. A good physical battle. It'll come out here, and Jamie McDonald looking to back up, but Todd comes in and cleans up. Todd tries to dance past Stevens. It's knocked off her stick. Ringed around the boards. Campbell carries it out to center, but only as far as Prue. Angelique Prue. It's poked forward by Gagnon, but turned over. Back come McGill. Just lofted on net and covered easily by Aurélie Dubuc. Special teams have had a huge factor in this one. The GG's perfect on the penalty kill so far tonight as this draw is smacked out of the zone. And icing waved and icing called. But the GG's 2 for 5 on the night. McClellan sends it down into the corner. Krasinski collects for the University of Ottawa. She shifts it on to Scott. Sent cross ice looking for Aubin. He'll come to Berkby. Berkby finds Aubin. Aubin in acres of space. Looks up, takes a shot. That one blocked on its way through by McCallum. Jardin twisting and turning. She creates some space for herself and head up ice. Shifts past 2 GG's. Jardin has a mad whack at that one, and it's on to Berkby. She's closed off by 2 Martlets and sent the length of the ice. Here's Mura.
Ooh, nifty move there.
Little spinorama by Mura. She's out to center. Mura over the GG's line, will dump it and chase. Head full of steam. Kaya Vale will cut her off. She stops up and moves it on to her defensive partner. Christine Daudelain behind her net. Risky play there, but comes out with the puck. She'll chip it forward looking for Alyssa McMillan. She can't collect. Tricia DeGear That's the wrong call, referee.
Yeah, no
and that
way.
place-off will come to center. Trisha DeGear at the last moment was forced to play it. Alyssa McMillan and Kate McLean had a head full of steam headed through center. Draw one easily by Jade Downey Landry. A quick draw to get things back underway. Rodland settles back onto the puck behind her own goal. It's poked, pass disrupted, and finds Kolitsa. Kolitsa moves it on to Jade Downey Landry, a 2-on-1. Over to Lebrec. She can't send it goalwards. That one just in her skates, and Orly DeBook did a good job of taking away the bottom of the net, but all that Lebrec would have needed to do was roof it.
But it was a good play by McLean, too. She was the one who came back, and she played that 2-on-1, and she did a great job staying in the middle, taking that pass away, that opportunity. So good on her.
Those are two players you don't want. Headed down into Jade Downey Landry again. To the backhand. Can't connect with Kolitsa this time.
Good poke by DeBook to safely put it in the corner there.
Jamie McDonald takes a shot, and it's Jade Downey Landry. His top line buzzing. Downey Landry circling down to Lebrec. Pass is just not crisp enough out front. Kolitsa couldn't get her stick on it. Stevens down low to Lebrec, who's forced over. Stevens trying to cut towards the net. She'll direct one on net, and it's frozen up. We're going to once again push you to donate to the Mélisa Kingsley Memorial Scholarship. Once again, a just outstanding gratitude to Marilyn Johnston for her $1,000 donation. Last time we checked, we were over $34,000. So from the bottom of our hearts here at the University of Ottawa, thank you. And we want to continue to push you to give whatever you can to this very worthy cause. So Vigaro. Rankin trying to shift past a couple. Fired on net, but always going wide. Wraparound attempt. Puck in the air. And it's down behind the GG's goal. Piers. Second line for, this third line for McGill has been good. That one bounces off the stick of Stevens and out. Here's McCallum. The GG's changing. On to Piers.
It was a good step up there by Krasinski to break up that forecheck.
She got a little lucky there.
She did get a little lucky.
It hit her skate, but they don't ask how. On to Krasinski. Over the line, and she'll send it down into the GG zone. It takes a funny bounce off the corner board, and DeGear plays it into the corner. Phil Yon will establish the puck. Down low to Gagnon, who takes her time. A fine angle shot, and GG's get a offensive zone face-off out of that one. Just over 5 minutes gone in the third period here. The GG still trail this one by 1. Face-off won by McGill, but that one right on to the Martlet's goal.
And I think this is the first time that the GGs have really actually set up in the Martlet zone so far this period. Before now, it was really just the Martlets pressuring the whole time in the GG zone.
Just as you say that, the Martlets win the face-off. The GGs bring the forward check. Stasiuk looking for Desjardins, whose name I haven't said too many times, who will look up, try and find a Martlet, but she'll ice the puck, and everything will head back down to the other end of the ice. Catherine Birkby in to take this very important draw for the University of Ottawa. Scramble draw that Alban can't come out the victor of. Elizabeth Moore on it now. Bounces off the stick of Scott. Arms stay down.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a tumble.
The GGs get away with one there. Desjardins trying to stick handle out of a phone booth as the puck comes out to center. Dodlan will step up onto it, dump it down, and
thought about going in. She did.
Elect not to chase it. Thought better of it. Desjardins spins and fires. Prue holds the line. She's taken down. A makeup call there. Nothing coming. Prue steps up. Can't keep it in. I don't know why I would say makeup call. Those don't happen with officials, right? Here's Dodlan. She rips it and fires the gear. Battles it into the corner. Moura behind the net. Looks up, finds a face full of Alyssa McMillan. I think the whistles will pretty much stay away in this third period,
I was going
though.
to say, I think they decided to maybe just put them in the pockets, or maybe they left them in the locker room.
Here's Jade Downey-Landry cutting across center. She just needs a moment to shoot. It's closed down by McMillan. Lebrec in on the forecheck. It almost fell kindly to Kalitsa. Here's McLean. Kate McLean, the puck still in her skate. She's taken down. GG's had a chance the other way. It finds McMillan. Blocked with her face was Marika.
Unorthodox.
With Marika Lebrec, it's fired on goal, and
very unorthodox block, but it was effective.
Tricia DeGear covers it up. So I think the whistle's staying away.
I think so too, yeah.
Definitely helps McGill, but really true playoff atmosphere here.
I mean, how many calls have there been already tonight in just
8.
2 periods?
We've had 8
so
penalties.
Maybe the refs think, yeah, you know what? We've done enough. Just let it go.
Especially with this stick work as the GGs win the puck back. Out to McCallum. She'll shift it on down into the GG zone for Kaya Vale to chase. Taken into the boards hard. Puck comes out for the Martlets.
See, and Sophie Garrow did a really great job making sure she was the second person on that puck to help out Kaya Vale. And that's something that hasn't really happened a lot this game.
That one sent down into the zone. Sophie Garrow will chase after it. The GGs almost win it. So Rankin is just able to move it on to Piers. To McCallum. Lydia McCallum almost turned over in the middle of the ice. Here's Piers. Head full of steam. A 3-on-2 developing. Cutting into the center. It finds Rankin. All kinds of space smothered by DeBook.
Wide open. And I know a couple times this game so far, even one time Todd did a really great job of taking that trailer, the third person. But here, that's not exactly what happened. Rankin was wide open on that right flank here. And you know what? If she wanted to, she had the room to go in right into the slot and take an even better shot.
DeBook saw that one all the way, and you know, I think you got to be a little bit more fine to beat Orly DeBook from that kind of distance. That one ringed around the boards. Desjardins loses it, and the GGs are in the zone. Jade Todd trying to get it past a couple red shirts, but it comes out to center. Prue on to Phil Yon. Bounces off her stick. Mura will get there first, and Jardin will circle behind her net. Kastelik. Gagnon looks up, trying to create a little bit of space. Jardin takes a tumble. She's having an awful third period. It's centered. Jade Todd can't connect. Jamie McDonald without a stick. It bounces off Kastelik's. Sorry, that's Stasiuk. She's taken into the boards by Prue. Ringed around for Gagnon, who has some time and some space. One kicked out by the GGs. It's a one-on-one. Elise Fillon, good stick there. Didn't quite get what she wanted. I think Elise Fillon was caught in two minds.
That was a great play by Scott to cut off the McGill forecheck that was happening. Now she's back the other way.
Taylor Scott, a partial break. She rips it easily. Glove saved and knocked into the net. Was an oncoming GG. The arms are going to stay down.
Well, of course they're going to stay down, right?
Great save there by Tricia DeGear. She stood up to that one.
And I think Burkby was the one who ended up in the back of the net instead of the puck. But
for the University of Ottawa, usually involved is Catherine Burkby. It's halfway point of the
But that was a great sequence, though, of plays by Scott, really to break up the oncoming forecheck by the Martlets, and then not just that, really, but you can see here in the replay, she cuts them off again, and then actually turns and transitions the other way for an opportunity for the GGs. Great job by Scott.
There's a great partial break and great speed shown there by Scott.
Great tenacity, too, I think, since that's like the word of the night.
Finds Taylor Scott again. She rolls one low on goal, and once again, a scrum will come together. Stop-start hockey at the midway point, but all things in the McGill zone for the last 3 or 4 whistles.
And you can see after the whistles are done, right, there's a little bit of exception taking with some players there. A little bit of a stick here.
Krasinski low drive into the netting.
Nice one-timer there. Nice and low, too. The perfect shot you want from the point.
And you can see Minville and Krasinski just giving a tap. And Minville has been one of those players for the GGs that's been really impressive this season. But here's another one we see in Alyssa McMillan coming out here to take the draw. McMillan's 5 points this season, 2 goals, 3 assists. were really crucial to the GGs at the midway point of the season, but this one won by McGill. Here's Jade Downey-Landry, bounces off her stick. Oh, almost dipsy-doodled, and she'll slowly slide into the book like a curling rock.
No, but it was a nice play. I think that was Clavel, actually, who made her way back and put a lot of pressure on Downey-Landry to help out Dodelan on that one-on-one play.
Here's Alyssa McMillan still out on the ice against this top line. Chelsea Girls has tried to hard match this first line here for the McGill Martlets. Here's Kaya Vale behind the net. Clavel almost got caught on it by Stasiuk. She's able to get it out to center. Mura, good edges there. She stops up a couple of times and moves that puck on to Kolitsa. Less than 10 minutes to go in the third period. I think McMillan wasn't quite expecting that one to fall her way and given a little bump from behind. Took a tumble. Gigi's in the offensive zone. Here's Kate McLean. Lebrec once again falls to the ice and out to Vale. Kaya Vale takes a hack at that one and sends it down low. Kastelik moves it over to Mura. Mura plays catch with Kastelik. Lebrec caught on it for a second. Good pressure down low for the GGs. Marika Lebrec will look up and move that one on to Jade Downey-Landry. It just bounced off her stick. GG's got to be careful. Good patience there shown by Dodelan. Pleward couldn't get anything on it. Lalonde. 2 goals for the GGs tonight. She'll draw a call. That's the tenacity there. Kylie Lalonde draws the 6th penalty against McGill.
And you can see that Kastelik is not happy about it, right? But it was absolutely a hook.
It was right up in her midsection. We'll take another look at it in just a second here. It's a great job there done by Kylie Lalonde, and you just see Kastelik get that stick up right in her midsection. And this one a crucial power play for the University of Ottawa. Draw one by the GGs. Here's Prue. Circling. Then at McMillan. Shield directed on. Ooh. Takes a couple of bounces. Puck still loose. And finally DeGear whistles. DeGear gets the whistle, rather. Good heads-up play there by Prue.
And again, it's that patience, right? Not just throwing the puck away to throw it away or trying to force a pass, but really just holding on to it, managing the puck, and trying to find that opportunity that's open.
Draw one cleanly by McMillan. Dodelan. On to Prue, rather. Prue down low, trying to find Phil Yonitz disrupted on its way. Out front! Puck still loose. DeGear covers it up. There's a crucial stick there from Jardin as a scrum ensues. 20 seconds gone in the power play. We'll get a change here from the University of Ottawa.
Just want to point out that was great discipline shown by McMillan there. She's pushed into the net first, then she's given a shot to the head, and you know what? Kept her cool, just skated away. So good on her, because that's not the time that you want to be taking a penalty for your team.
Berkby, Pleward, and Gagnon out there for the GGs. As that one is sent the length of the ice despite Minville's best attempts. 30 seconds elapsed in the penalty to Stasiuk. Or sorry, Jamie Kastelik was the one who took the hooking call. As Berkby through center, moves it quickly to Pleward. Over the zone. Pleward fakes going back to Clavel and circles around the net. She'll drop it off for Berkby. Back to Pleward. Pleward has Minville. It's deflected.
Lucky.
A great play by Jade Downey-Landry.
It was a little bit
out
lucky
to center.
that stick there.
50% of all luck is skill. So that one is sent out to center. Garreau trying to create a little bit of space. Good job by keeper to stay on her and make sure she doesn't go anywhere. Kylie Lalonde, 2 goals for her on the night. McMillan over the line. She rips. Saved by DeGear.
And, you know, McGill has been doing a good job PKing. Like, look at the opportunities so far that the GGs have had on this power play. Nothing really, I would say, concrete in the slot. It's a lot to the outside, or even if it is in the slot, it's very far out from the tops of the circles.
Very different from the power plays of past where the GGs have had the ability to set up like they've done now. McMillan blocked by McClellan. McMillan circles around. 18 seconds left to go. Dodlan onto McMillan. Gigi's taking their time. Trying to go cross ice. It'll find Prue. 10 seconds left to go. Prue down low. She'll circle, fire it on net, deflected into the corner. Stasiuk steps up. The penalty gone, and the GGs have to be careful. A little bit of patience had just been shown there by Stephanie Desjardins. She would have been able to send the McGill defenseman the other way. It's on to Harley. Harley touches it on to Rankin. Over the line is Rankin. She's poked off the puck by Minville. Rankin a much bigger body, but Minville showing that physical prowess as she wins that one back. Wouldn't be surprised if we see the big line for McGill in a second. 6 minutes. I expect we'll see him a couple more times before this game is out. That one's centered, just taken off the stick of Stasiuk by Taylor Scott. Alban over the line. Has time, will drop it off for Birkby. Birkby down into the corner. Here's Moura. Elizabeth Moura stops up and will take her time with this one. 6 minutes left to go in the third period. The GG still trail by 1. Villion jumped off the bench, and GGs are going to take a penalty here. So the GGs will take a penalty for body contact. It's just waiting to see which player they'll grab. Going to take a look at the whole sequence. This right here is a nice move.
I mean, personally, I think that's a great play, but, you know, especially because you see in the corner after the fact that Rankin and Stasiuk took exception with one of the GG's players and cranked her into the boards with no call. So, you know, iffy call in my opinion.
Prue heads to the box. The perfect power penalty kill for the GG's. Jade Downey-Landry just fanned on that one. You can't give her too many of those.
But again, this is where, you know, Krasinski is on that side with Downey-Landry. She has to be the one to step up and force that play, whether block it or what have you.
Lebrec fans on that pass down to Kolica. Kolica thought Jade Downey-Landry would be there. Kylie Lalonde just no-nonsense penalty killing down the ice.
Smart play.
Moura taking her time. 30 seconds gone. Jade Downey-Landry, head full of steam. Rings that one around, and here's Lebrec. Will leave it. Miscommunication there. Moura just able to keep it in. The GGs are able to get it out to center, but not much further. Marika Lebrec on to Jade Downey-Landry. Lebrec has Kolica with her. Downey-Landry rips it. Blocker save. Dodlan only as far as Lebrec. Downey-Landry. Rankin. Lebrec spinning to Moura. Moura going to take the scenic route. She's closed off by Krasinski. Dodlan rings it around the boards. Garreau will be there to make sure it gets out. 40 seconds to go, and Sophie Gatto will go for a little skate. Jade Todd. Jade Todd! Spinning, firing. I think that DeGear read that the whole way. She had decent size, decent part of the left side of the net. Sorry. Rankin fires that one into the feet of McDonald. And that one only as far as Pridham. Olivia Pridham just fires that one on net.
Smart play by DeBook. Freeze it. Reset.
14 seconds to go. Face off to DeBook's left. Kastelik.
Nice block by McMillan there.
It's blocked by her opposite number. Finds its way back to Kastelik. Kastelik through a crowd. Big block by Jamie McDonald. Here's Rankin. 3 minutes, 45 seconds left to go for the GGs. Kastelik again. That one always going wide. Alex Clavel looks up. Good pass there. Cross ice. Away from the danger zone. McDonald on to McLean. She can't get it there. McCallum. Acres of space. Toe drag to the backhand. Trying to slip it through the 5-hole. Or lead a book equal to that. Clavel will slow the pace down here. Smart play. It's chipped out. McCallum just stepped off in time. Harley trying to shift through a couple of GGs. She couldn't.
Nice job by McLean there.
Puck dumped on net. And Dubuc taking no chances with that one. Will freeze it up.
Just before, though, that sequence of block shots, I think it was McMillan and McDonald, like that right there is playoff hockey. That is what the GGs are going to have to do. You block shots, you sacrifice your body to make the play.
Here's Phil Yon. She'll win the draw, and Minville will ring it around the boards. Jade Todd to Phil Yon, who gets it out of the zone. GGs really need the puck down at the other end here. Prue, good hustle there to move it on to Minville. Shaking up some pairings here. I imagine we'll see a lot of Prue, a lot of Minville, and a lot of Dodland here in the final couple of minutes. Here's Piers. Emma Piers through center. Nice little head fake. She's through center. And frozen up by Dubuc. But if you're McGill, this is exactly where you want the puck. And these are exactly the players you want out there as Jade Downey Landry hops onto the ice. That puck down the ice. Good edge work there by Stevens to create a little bit of space. Lebrec touches it on to Jade Downey Landry, who's dispossessed. Lebrec has another opportunity, and she moves it up to Kalisa. That one off her stick. Icing waved off. Downey Landry will get there first. Over to Kalitsa. Muscled off by Kalitsa. She's not the biggest player, but she has a lot of fight, and the word of the game has been tenacity, and I'd say she's a player with all kinds of tenacity, and the GGs head to the power play.
Oh, I'm surprised that's not a slew.
Alyssa Searcy, head coach for McGill, furious at that one. We'll take a look at the scoreboard. And as I mentioned, things between McGill and Montreal and Ottawa tied, as Chelsea Grills will take her timeout. So playoff implications here aplenty for this game. I would argue this is the second most important game in the stretch down to the rest of the season. The next one, obviously, Ottawa against McGill on Friday.
Montreal.
Thank you. Montreal on a Friday. Those two teams tied on points. McGill needs to win this one, though, to create that distance, give a 3-point buffer to Concordia. Every team has 2 games left to go. Chelsea Grills has taken her timeout. Wouldn't be surprised if we see Orly Dubuc come out of the net as well. So it's McMillan, Filion, Lalonde, Dodland, and Prue. And we'll see who the extra attacker is for the University of Ottawa. That puck dropped quickly. I don't think McMillan was quite ready for it. And that one sent only as far as Dodland, who holds the line. GG are set up. There goes Dubuc. Prue. She's taken down 5-on-3 for the University of Ottawa. That, if I can borrow a copyrighted term, is the TSN turning point. GGs were successful within 10 seconds on their last 5-on-3 man advantage. And that one an undisciplined play. So you can see Prue sneaking down and just upended there. It was Emma Piers, an uncharacteristic call for her, and the GGs head to the power play. Minute 48, a 5-on-3 power play. The GGs need to score here. It's unacceptable if they don't. They say 45 seconds on a 5-on-3 penalty. If you don't score, you've let your team down, as that one is sent down the length of the ice. Well, the GGs have more than double that. Very aggressive by Lebrec, who finds herself below the hash marks. Crucial stick by McCallum.
But again, this is where puck management comes into play. Don't force the puck. Take your time. Manage the puck.
I wouldn't be surprised if we have 6-on-3 hockey, and there goes Dubuc. Here's McMillan over the line. She drops it for Phil Yon. Phil Yon will take her time down to McMillan. Phil Yon trying to center that one. Finds its way. Oh my God, Kylie Lalonde couldn't get her stick on that one. Last ditch defending by Moura. Dodland. Phil Yon. Cross ice blocked by Moura. Lalonde. Prue. Prue going to take her time with this one. Phil Yon. Minute left in the 5-on-3. Winds up Dodland over the net. Phil Yon sends it to the goal. It's poked out. Kylie Lalonde. 40 seconds to go in the game. 30 seconds left to go. Lalonde through a crowd. It's covered up by Trisha Gear. 34 seconds left to go. The GGs will be on a 5-on-3 advantage for the rest of the game.
And you know what? The GGs had a great opportunity, actually. I'm not sure which GGs player it was on the right-hand side back door, but Lebrec made an absolutely awesome play to just swipe the puck away of basically an open net.
Moura has been crucial for the Martlets in this one, but she's off the ice here. Dodlan headed off the ice. And they'll toss Catherine Birkby from the draw. Sophie Garo, another natural center, will go in there to take it, and it's one, but Garo first on that puck. 30 seconds left to go. Minville walking in, firing, takes a deflection in front. Geez, have a couple hacks at it. We'll get a whistle, 25 seconds to go. Now Christine Dodlan will come out. Who's headed off? Minville. So, Aubin Gagnon, Plourde, Birkby. Plourde on the puck. She's taken down. Clavel. Dodlan. 20 seconds left to go. The GGs need to get something, and that'll do it. GGs take a penalty as well. And that'll do it up for this one. Unless the GGs can work some magic, get the puck down the other way. But it's going to be tight. It's a great play at the line. I didn't quite catch who it was, but Catherine Birkby will head off the ice. We'll try and get a look at the replay here of what happened and who made that play. It was number 15, Stephanie Desjardins. She's had a rough game, but she wins this one for her team here. Whew! It's been a great game at the Minto Sports Complex as that one's won. Marika Lebrec will just head in the other direction. And as the seconds tick away, I can catch my breath, but it was a fantastic game. Best game of the season, in my opinion, at the Minto Sports Complex. And you know what? The GGs have lost this one. One game left to go, a crucial one against Montreal. That one goes on Friday.
And you know what? They have to feel good about the game they played. There were some really great things that were done here, both in the offensive zone, the defensive zone. It's an unfortunate way that the game ended, but they have to be proud of how they're setting themselves up to finish off the season and then go into the playoff rounds.
It was a great game between these two teams, a great fight shown by the GGs, and a couple of bounces the other way, and the GGs have it. It's not like they didn't have their chances. Whew. For Declan DeBar, Brianna Newell, we'll see you next weekend in the playoffs. Whether we'll see the McGill Martlets or the Concordia Stingers is to be decided on Sunday. But the GGs have shown a lot of fight, and I think they're getting hot at the right time.